What is happening, everybody? Ray Rojo from rayrojo.drums.com, back with another drum lesson. Para ver esta clase con subtítulos en español, dale click al botón de abajo. And if you are new to the channel, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, and subscribe. Unisons. I find unisons to be some of the hardest and most fun things to play on the drums. I think it is because playing unisons means that we are going to play exactly the same thing at the exact same time with more than one limb, which really exposes any kind of discrepancies or differences that we may have between the two limbs that are playing the unisons. And hopefully it's going to help us fix them. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn how we can use unisons to improve our technique in a very fun way. Let's go listen to today's goal. Very well, essentially we have three patterns going on here, but they all have a few things in common. We're always playing 16th notes, obviously with both hands and in unison, and what is going to change are the time signatures and the accents. We are using accents to create our three patterns. We are going to call these three patterns the downbeat pattern, threes pattern, fives pattern, and we will explain all of them individually so we can put together our goal a little bit easier. So first, let's look at the individual accent pattern of the downbeat pattern. This is in 4/4, and it is simply an accent on all of the downbeats. To get used to the individual patterns with both hands at the same time, and to the unisons, we're going to practice them as unisons, which means we're going to play both hands at the same time, even though in the goal for today the accents are going to get moved around. Here's what our downbeat pattern sounds like. Pretty straightforward, right? Next up is our threes pattern, and it is a pattern that is really in 3/4, but I have it written in 6/4 just to hold the pattern for a little bit longer while we are playing today's goal. This pattern is an accent on every third 16th note. Remember, we are not playing triplets, these are just accents on every 3/16th notes, or groups of three. Let's see what our threes pattern sound like when played with both hands. And the last pattern for today is our fives pattern. It is going to be written in 5/4, and it is an accent on every fifth 16th note. Again, we are still playing 16th notes, we are just accentuating groups of 5, and we're going to practice this first with both hands in unison. Alright, now here's the fun part. For the goal for today, we are going to play all three of our patterns for one bar with one hand against the downbeat pattern with the other hand. Let's bring in some visual reference. In the first half of the goal, we are going to play accents on the downbeat or our downbeat pattern with the right hand the whole time, while the left hand plays one bar of our downbeat pattern, one bar of our threes pattern, and one bar of our fives pattern. Let's see what this sounds like played at a slower tempo. It's pretty cool, right? Now make sure that you practice them individually first, and once you're comfortable with them in this way, you can start to work on the transitions and then play them all together like I just did. Now the last step before we play the full goal of today is to repeat this, but we are going to play our downbeat pattern with our left hand the whole time and all three patterns with the right hand. Let's see what this sounds like at a slower tempo. Very well, and once all of this is under control, we can put it all together and play our goal for today. Let's go check it out once more, but this time at 2 tempos. Alright, and with that, we'll wrap up today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson, and if you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment sections below. Please subscribe to my channel to support my work, and I will see you soon with another drum video. Now let's go practice.